Welcome to the second video in this series. The purpose of these brief instructional videos is to demonstrate how a provider can conveniently submit an application for licensure using the online licensing system. You should now be ready to request access to your facility's online renewal application. Let's take a look. At the acha portal login screen, we'll enter our user ID and password and then select Login. Now we are at the portal landing page, where we can view programs to which we have access, request additional program access, and manage our acha portal account. Since we do not yet have access to online licensing, we will open the Select Program list, and from there select Online Licensure. Then we will select Request Program Access. Now we need to select a provider on whose behalf we are attempting to access online licensing. First, we need to select our facility type from the Select Facility Type list. For this demonstration, we will select Hospital. Now we need to enter the name of the provider. As we begin entering the provider's name in the Provider/Facility Name field, you will notice our list of options appear and begin to narrow as we enter more of the provider's name. Select the appropriate provider. Once you do, you will see the provider's information displayed in the Requested Provider/Facility list. You can request access to multiple providers at one time. Simply repeat the steps of selecting the correct facility type and entering the appropriate provider name. Now we'll select Generate acha Registration Agreement. This takes us to a screen where we can access our online licensure user registration agreement. Had we requested access to multiple providers, they would all appear here as separate agreements. Navigate with the arrow icons to view each one. You'll see that the form is populated with information we entered when creating our single sign-on account. Underneath the user information section are specifics on the provider for which the user is requesting authorization to represent. This is followed by the agency's security requirements, instructions on how to report violations of security requirements, and an assertion pertaining to the user's authorization to represent the provider, as well as an affirmation that the user will both follow the agency's policies and submit true and correct information to the agency. Before the user can gain access to online licensing, both they and the provider's administrator must sign the agreement and return it to the agency. To open a printable copy of the agreement, select the link in the top right-hand corner of the page. The user agreement must be sent in by one of the following methods: via postal mail, by scanning and emailing the signed document to the agency, or by faxing it to the number listed. For the quickest response, the agency encourages providers to utilize the email option. Once our online licensure user registration agreement has been received and approved by the agency, we can log back into our single sign-on account to access online licensing. Please continue with the next video entitled Renewal Application, Options and Provider Dashboard. It will give you an overview of the options found on the portal landing page and an understanding of the provider dashboard. When this video has ended, please click the X in the top right corner of the window to close this section, and then double-click on the next video in the series directory.